Hello everybody and welcome to The Edge, the brand new show from Gaming Unlimited TV, which will bring you the best of all videos from around the net to do with video and video gaming. We've got a packed out show for you with a variety of goodies on the cards, so let's start it off with one from Agabon, who does a brilliant show on his blog called Worth Your Wii Points, and then we'll kick it on from there.
Roar! Roar!
Is it worth your pay? Maybe you're going to the rest of the game. It's like that standard game play where we're going to switch to Nintendo's first horror kind of plays with some. Hello, Wii players, and all those who happen to watch. Today I'm going to provide you another episode of Is It Worth Your Wii Points? Now I'm going to do this in a style which of course will represent the podcast. Now I'm just going to really rant and shoot more than anything else. Today I'm talking about Artie Lightfoot for the Super Nintendo. Now this is a suggestion I wanted to put up for the Virtual Console. Now, the only way you can actually upload or have suggestions put onto the Wii console is actually to go on their Nintendo's forums they have set up for the Virtual Console. They'll have it set up for the Wii, and then of course you look in the Wii forums, you'll find the Virtual Console, no problem. Just a little bit of looking, that's all you need to do. So, what am I going to say about this game and why should it be suggested? I can't even say it, but anyway. First things first. Gameplay on this game, when you first look at it, it reminds you of a blatant tall version of Sonic. You just have that little blue dude behind you, and he's just doing his thing. You know, you're supposed to throw him, he gobbles up little enemies, and you're on your merry way. And it's really just a mix between, for me anyway, Mario and Sonic and an Indiana Jones game, because you're really just exploring a lot and going through different stages. I do not want to go over every stage for me, because it's like, why am I going to ruin the surprise for you, you know? Or you can just look it up yourself. But really, I want to suggest this title because I think it has a lot of charisma to it. I mean, a lot of games like this don't really get seen a lot by mainstream kids nowadays, you know? I mean, I don't like to call them kids, but you radically know what I'm talking about. People who are new to the classic console side of things, you know, because people have extra change in their pocket and they want to, you know, purchase something a little bit extra for their money. I would suggest this game. I mean, yeah, it's kind of cute, because a lot of kids complain about stuff being cute. I mean, it's really, the game's really hard if you let it be, really, but above all else, it does pose a good challenge for those people who want a good challenge in a side-scrolling game. You know, if you run too fast, you will bump into something, and that's basically like how Sonic is. It also has that Mario element from Mario 2, of course, and it just, you know, you pick up or you chuck the little guy across the area. You can also push things, too. Also like Sonic, might I add, and Mario. But majority of this game's value is behind its music. I thought the music was quite catchy. Very intuitive. The gameplay, you know, it's just top notch. You know, if you like a speedy little game that, you know, kicks your butt along the way, this game is worth it. But anyway, I wanted to show this game to you guys who watch my show and let you guys see if maybe you want to pop on the forums after, you know, trying it on an emulator or actually buying the cartridge and playing it. Because I know a lot of people like side-scroll games like this, and you know, I think it'd be a good addition to the Virtual Console. But anywho, that's enough for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video footage, the first areas anyway, and I hope it will brighten your influence to try the game out and run your own analogy across it. But in any which case, take it easy guys, and thank you guys so much for listening and viewing my video.
Throughout our history, man has crossed great distances on missions of discovery to explore new lands, uncover new life, and to expand empires. But new worlds of adventure have always been just beneath the surface.
We come in peace. Wait, no we don't.
Stargate Worlds.
Right, say hello.
Hello.
Right, here we go. Bit of Bionic Commando Rearmed for PC version. And it's just like the Xbox Live Arcade version. So here's a bit of footage of me and Silly Flopbeard trying to play it. Enjoy. Right, ready? Right, press the button.
Here we go.
Oh, you can move to... Ah!
Where did it?
Then we got up to that one. Yeah, press green button.
There we go.
So, what is Bionic Commando Rearmed? For those who don't know already. Yeah. Well, Bionic Commando Rearmed is an update homage of the 8-bit classic NES and arcade game that was released. Originally it was scheduled to be actually available in May this year, but the game was unfortunately delayed until just this month, August. The game was developed by Grin in cooperation with Capcom, who developed the original arcade and 8-bit versions back in the early versions of the game. The game obviously features updated graphics, new areas, additional features, and online leaderboards, which is only unfortunately available for the 360 version. It's not available for the PC version, which you're seeing here. Capcom has revealed that former Capcom employees who worked on the original NES version have served as consultants for this new release. And in keeping with the American release of the original Bionic Commando, the reference to the Nazi Party, which was prevalent in the original Japanese title, did not feature in the version of Rearmed for the American release. Bionic Commando Rearmed retains the basic 2D platform style of the game from the original NES and arcade. The player plays as Nathan Rad Spencer, a soldier who has been enhanced through a bionic arm that includes a grappling hook that he can fire to reach great distances and objects. In each game level, the player must navigate to an end goal, facilitated by using the bionic arm to swing across gaps or climb higher edges. Often the player must make a series of grappling actions in a row to successfully traverse the level. A wide gap may be crossed by repeating grappling and swinging on the roof above it. The player can use Spencer's equipped weapon to fire on foes. New weapons are earned after defeating bosses and are at the end of some levels as freebies. There are also objects that must be found before certain areas can be entered. For example, the player must locate flares that can then allow Spencer to pass through dark areas. Throughout the entire game, though, there are areas that are... Throughout the game, areas are communication rooms. There are rooms in there where you can actually contact your superiors and attempt to access friendly headquarters or hack the enemy computer systems to learn more about information about what's going on within the level. The levels are presented to the player as a tactical map showing each friendly and enemy area. The player controls a helicopter to move between areas and can select to land on that level and go back to a previous level as well if you've actually bypassed one. Simultaneously, enemy convoys will also move between areas, and if the player lands on a space occupied by a convoy, they will need to fight their way through before proceeding. Now, which is very unique for the game, because unlike the side-scroller which you're seeing throughout most of this footage, when those actual situations occur, you actually turn into a vertical scrolling game, which is very reminiscent of the original NES Metal Gear games and all that sort of stuff, you know, where you had it vertically scrolling rather than side-scroll. It was nice to actually see that within the game. So what we've got in the way of gameplay enhancements here? While mostly retaining the NES title quality, a number of gameplay enhancements have been made to both the 360 PC and all the other conversions that have been made for Rearmed. The health bar replaces the previous system, meaning the player collects health items from enemies to restore his health as opposed to gaining more hit points. A player can now also shoot their arm to grab barrels and throw them at enemies. The arm can also be enhanced to grab enemies and use them as human shields. Weapons can now be changed during gameplay, which means with each weapon having a stronger or weaker impact depending on what enemy you're fighting. I'll give you an example. The default revolver is effective against human enemies, but weaker against robots and such. Boss battles have been remade from scratch. The final boss of the original game is now a fully fledged level. And also a cooperative mode is featured on the 360, with enemy and boss AI changing to accommodate the extra play. Hacking into the enemy network system now involves navigating a three-dimensional puzzle, which I have to admit is not that easy. Extra points or health bonuses if the player has an incomplete health bar are also rewarded upon completion of actually hacking in or successfully navigating through this 3D puzzle to hack into the enemy networks. The game also features challenge rooms, which involves using the bionic arm to get from the start to finish in the fastest time possible. A bit like, time-dependent levels where you get extra stuff. And I think that's mainly prevalent on the 360 for achievement areas. Numerous competitive multiplayer modes are added, including Don't Touch the Floor, in which only hitting the very bottom of the level kills the player, and weapons only knock the player back. Force feedback has been implemented on the PlayStation and Xbox 360 versions when using a bionic arm, firing weapons and other events. Now that is not strictly true. Yeah, even though it actually says that here when I'm reading that it's actually only available on the PlayStation 360 versions, if you actually own 360 wired pad for your PC, you still get all the relevant force feedback throughout the game as well. It actually is coded into the PC version for those control pads. There you go. Right, you play. There you go, folks. Bionic Commando Rearm. Great classic conversion from the original game to what it is now. Available on Xbox Live Arcade as well as on the PC. And as you can see in the background, he's having loads of fun with it here. Gotta admit, fun game. Check it out. See you all later.
USS Enterprise Captain's personal log. With most of our battle damage repaired, we're almost home. Yet I feel uneasy. And I wonder why. Perhaps it is the emptiness of this vessel. Most of our trainee crew have been reassigned. Lieutenant Savick and my son David are exploring the Genesis planet, which he helped create. And Enterprise feels like a house with all the children gone. No, more empty even than that. The death of Spock is like an open wound. It seems that I have left the noblest part of myself back there on that newborn planet. Engage all the systems.
Aye. Engage.
Clear all moorings.
Cleared, sir.
1/4 impulse power.
1/4 impulse.
Yellow alert. Captain to the bridge. Yellow alert.
I'm on my way.
Alert, yellow alert, all station, yellow alert. Alert, yellow alert, all station, yellow alert.
1 minute to space doors. sir. Excelsior powering up with orders to pursue.
Helm. 1/4 impulse power.
30 seconds to space doors.
Warning, secure space doors. Warning, secure space doors. Warning, secure space doors.
Now, Mr. Scott.
Sir?
The doors, Mr. Scott.
Hi, sir. I'm working on it.
Danger. Space doors are closed. Danger. Danger. Space doors are closed.
Cleared space doors.
Full impulse power.
Aye, sir.
Stand by tractor beam.
Tractor beam. Aye.
Now, he tries to get away with warp drive. He's really in for a shock.
Excelsior closing to 4,000 meters, sir.
Scotty, we'll need everything you have.
Aye, sir. Warp drive standing by.
Kurt, you do this, you'll never sit in the captain's chair again.
Alright, I'm gonna take a look today at Sonic Mega Collection Plus for the PlayStation 2. You get 7 classic Sonic Genesis games plus 6 additional Game Gear games, unlockable games and secrets, redesigned interface, and extra bonus material. Alright, the games that you get that are already unlocked are Sonic 1, 2, and 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic Spinball, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. I guess you could consider that one a Sonic game. I mean, I don't know, because it's just Dr. Robotnik. I mean, I don't know. As for the 6 Game Gear games, I'm not even sure. Let me see if it shows inside the book on what Game Gear games you do receive, but let me see. You do get Sonic Drift. That's one of them. Give me a second, man. Alright. You do get Sonic the Hedgehog for Game Gear, Sonic Labyrinth, Sonic Chaos, Sonic Blast, and you also get the Game Gear version of Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine as well. So you're getting a lot. You are getting a lot for this. Whatever you pay for this, between $6 and $15. You're not going to pay any more than $15. I think I got this for about maybe between $10 and $12. I don't even remember, but it's well worth. It's even worth $20 because if you try to pick these up, all of these games, it's going to cost you just as much. You know, is it well worth the price? Of course it is. Go pick it up if you want to get all these Sonic games in one swoop. I also have a collection that has Sonic CD, which is the cream of the crop for Sega CD, and it has Sonic R, but I'll review that at another time. But I give this, I mean, there's really no review to this, but it's basically just a recommendation to pick this up if you don't have it, if you want to get all the Sonic games in one swoop. If you've played a Sonic game, I don't even have to really explain anything. Alright, this is an awesome title. Alright, I recommend it. If you don't have a PlayStation 2, they do have it for Xbox, and they do have it for the GameCube. So none of yous are left out. Alright, so that'll do it for that, and I give this a perfect 5 because this collection can't be beat. I know that one of the unlockables is Ristar. I don't know what the other ones are. I haven't even gotten to those yet, but there are interviews as well on here. So there you go, guys. That's my review.
Discover Draxylvania, your final reanimation destination. Do you yearn for beautiful vistas? Are you tired of your everyday fin de siècle life? Are you dying to get away from it all? Experience a wide range of fun, adventurous activities, including boat tours, complete with scary lake monsters, dinners with psychologically unstable vampire barons, Cabal Master safari day trips, or the graveyard and picnic zone crazy hearse fun ride. And most important of all, meet friendly, happy people. Spend all your money for a unique trip you'll be dying to relive again. So, what are you waiting for? Rigor mortis? Get enchanted by the magic of Draxylvania.
Very unusual. He said Mona?
Reservations for guests with anemia or other blood-thinning disorders are not accepted.
Woo! Bravo!
Alright guys, we've got a new job available. It's a simple verification job on an island just off the coast. So whoever wants the job gets a nice payday.
I love working for oil companies.
This is your target, Rodrigo Gonzalez. Universal Petroleum want him, dead or alive. So feel free to, you know,
improvise.
Why should today be any different? If you want to play it quiet...
Don't I always?
You could clear out most of his bodyguards with your sniper rifle. Or use that turret up the hill. Bring him back alive and they'll pay you more cash.
Easy money.
If you want to play it harder...
See, he's not really my style.
Then why not use that helicopter you stole? Or maybe one of their tanks?
Sounds good.
Verify the target, and the money's yours. So, what's it gonna be?
Mercenaries 2 World in Flames is an explosive open-world action game set in a massively highly reactive world-torn world. A power-hungry tyrant messes with an Insula's oil supply, sparking an invasion that turns the country into a war zone. But for you, international crisis is all upside. You're a mercenary, and you profit from chaos. Mercenaries 2 features a slew of potential clients, all willing to pay you to do their dirty work. Dirty deeds done for exorbitant fees. These are world powers with deep pockets, deep grudges, and enough arms and ammo to start World War III. This is your kind of environment. Mercenaries 2 features the latest and most dangerous in civilian and military tech. Everything from shiny new sports cars to the future tech satellite-guided bunker-busting mini-nuke. Tanks, APCs, boats, luxury automobiles, you name it. You can have it delivered to you in real time. And if you run out of cash, you can always acquire the gear you need in the field. If you see it, you can buy it, steal it, or blow the living crap out of it. Seeking revenge on the new dictator, one of whose goons shot you in the backside. You run missions for the different factions, supported by a mechanic, general coordinator, and helicopter and jet pilots. To sum up, Mercenaries 2 doesn't try to emulate Grand Theft Auto 4's mega detailed storyline, but it looks great, it's nicely filtered, occasionally makes you grin, and takes in against an impressively detailed backdrop. Nobody would say it breaks new ground, but it's absorbing enough to keep you occupied for weeks.
I'm beginning to like Venezuela.
Well, there we go, folks. That is the end of episode 1 of The Edge. We hope you've enjoyed it. Be sure to check out all of the videos that are available on Gaming Unlimited TV, as well as all the videos that have been shown from around the net. That includes places like live video, YouTube, and stuff like that. We've also got the audio podcasts, which include Gaming Unlimited TV, which is hosted by Kid Dog and Spy 101, bringing you the latest and most up-to-date game and industry news from a UK point of view, as well as our affiliates. There's people like the Weeds podcast, the UK's best independent Nintendo gaming podcast, as well as our good friends from the States, the Games Garage, hosted by Crash and Okata, and a fair number of people. I think they've just got a new host on there as well called Miss Fire. So check them out as well. All of those are available through iTunes and through our links on the Gaming Unlimited page. So this has been Mindwipe, and I'm going to leave you with this one final video. Until next time, and it's a brilliant one by Eric Schwartz, which is a full animation tribute to the classic platform, the Amiga, one of my favourite all-time platforms. And of note, by the way, the woman who's actually singing the song for the animation is Ellen McLean. And all of you are probably going, who's Ellen McLean? Ellen McLean was very famous for doing the voice of GLaDOS from the game Portal. Anyway, until next time, folks, take it easy, and we'll see you next time on The Edge. Bye for now.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture Science. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done, and you make a neat plan for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me and tore me to pieces and threw every piece into a fire. As they burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you. Now these points of data make a beautiful line, and we're out of data, we're releasing on time. So I'm glad I got burned. Think of all the things we learned for the people who are still alive. Go ahead and leave me. I think I prefer to stay inside. Maybe you'll find someone else to help you. Maybe Black Mesa. That was a joke.